Did you ever watch the Kardashians?
Yeah.
The TV show? And do you take anything from them?
I remember early on watching, and I remember talking with my sister-in-law, Marc's sister, who I'm tight with. She's like my best friend. I remember us talking about, how tight they are as sisters, and like, you have your own like language sometimes with your siblings. My sisters are a lot older than I am, so I was kind of raised like an only child. We got close once, like I was older. And then it's just her and Marc. So we've talked about that, like how we felt tight, and sometimes like we could have a whole conversation without saying a word, and just like how they had that, and now they're being filmed. Like when it first came out, that was like a huge thing to be, these reality thing. It was still like on the newer side. So I remember like, how are people in their house filming? That is so weird. And then fast forward, here we are. But, I think we take a lot from the business side, and like, I don't know. We've gotten to know them, and they've been nothing but nice and sweet to our family and the girls especially. And so I mean, I have nothing.
Oh, we really liked Landon in the show.
Oh, he's fun.
We thought
hilarious.
he was great.
Really sweet. Yeah.
He said he went to vegan school, and then they cut on him, and I was like, I want to know more about vegan school.
Yeah.
What is vegan school?
We were laughing when I'm like, crying. And I knew, I was like, oh, we have a new character in our show. This kid is going to be obviously he's got the name and everyone knows who he is, but he's really funny, and he has no idea. Like, he's not even trying to be funny. He's just kind of, and we're like, you got kicked out of a vegan school. Like, what happened?
Yeah. He's
funny. So
he's a trip. Dixie said the other day, she goes, I wish I could do what Landon's doing. Like, he's like a side character in our show, and like, he's funny. He just gets to be funny, come in and out. Like, that's the role I want. I'm like, okay, yeah, but you're the family, so you have to be a main character. She's like, yeah, I know.
Unfortunately, she's the flames in the show. Yeah, she's the gas.
Yeah.
It makes everything go.
He's a good kid.
Yeah, well, we really liked it. We watched it all last night, and I mean that. Like, I'm actually we're stuck on 6. We don't know why Dixie's mad at you. Still.
Oh yeah, watch
it hasn't come out yet. Is it tonight?
Tonight, yeah.
Oh, we have something to do.
What did you do?
You'll see.
Isn't that it's so weird, because I know you outside of this, and to sit here and then ask you, like, one time I was working I worked at Saturday Night Live when I was like right out of college, and I walked up to like Tim Meadows, who I knew, and I just said something like, "Oh, you're having a baby," like that, and he was like, "How do you know that?" And I was like, "Oh, I read it in the paper," like, and I was like, he was like, "What?" And I was like, "Oh." And it was like an awkward thing, and so it's always awkward so it's really awkward for me to sit here
know something about
you and your daughter, right? And then,
funny.
but still, I'm sitting here like, oh, I wonder what she's mad at.
Yeah, I feel like I sometimes people come up to us and they're like, we'll talk about our dogs. They're like, I love when Callie and Cody, and I'm like, oh yeah, and then I like, there is a moment where I'm like, wait. Funny. I don't even know you. Yeah. You know about my dogs. That's incredible. Like, thank you so much for supporting. Like, you don't have to do that, and you take the time to do that. That means a lot. So
we're definitely getting more people coming up to us this season. We haven't been going out that much, but we went to Landon's birthday party the other night, and a bunch of kids came up to us and were like talking about the show. So that was cool. That was cool.
Good. Well, I think it's really good. I think I wish you 20 seasons with it. Would you go 20 seasons?
We've decided after.
Why are you making a face?
So the first season, I was kind of saying, "Hey, if we're going to do this, and people are going to have preconceived notions about us, let's put everything out there and let's do a show."
Yeah.
And after season 1, I made a point to say I'll only do the show if Dixie and Charlie want to do the show. It's their like, we're part of it, but they're the focal point. And if I would never say, come on, we got to do the show for mom and dad. If they want to do it, I'd do as many seasons as they want. It's for me. It's just, I mean, it's fun. I enjoy it.
Do they like it?
I think so.
Yeah, like they have their moments.
Because they have so much that they do.
They do a lot of different things, and it does take up time. I mean, a lot of it is just they're filming what we're doing anyway, but like the interviews and stuff like that. And, you know, they have moments where they don't, it's exhausting to be emotional sometimes, and there's like emotional questions, and sometimes they just like don't want to be in that headspace.
And we got to rehash stuff a lot. So like what you're seeing right now is like, imagine if you guys got in an argument and if you do, and then you got to rehash it. It was almost like again, I hate keep going back to another show, but when the Beckham show, when all these feelings started to come back out, like it's almost, the positives are fun because you get to look back and go, oh my God, remember Charlie's birthday party? That was such a good time, or the great times we had in Japan. But when it is negative, and then you got to talk about it again.
Rehash what happened last Tuesday.
Yeah.
That's painful.
That gets kind of tough.